I'm so nervous. I'm certainly here not as a coincidence, and I'm going to be explaining how I got here. When I first started listening to subliminals, Miss Synergy was one of the first subliminal makers I started listening to. And she seemed really sweet. I loved her work. It was amazingly done. And I got results. Most of my results are from her. It was so, new. I didn't know much about subliminals. I didn't have 100% faith in subliminals. I was just here testing out things, and I really loved her channel. I wanted to befriend her. I don't know, I looked up to her for some reason. I felt really close to her even though I didn't know who she was. And I kept this in mind, this possibility that maybe one day we will talk, or one day we will become friends. And I just tried to keep this possibility in my mind and not think it's impossible, but it's possible. And I I started my own YouTube channel later on my journey. And I was thinking I would want to be friends with her, but I don't want to DM her because I'm too shy, and probably she has too many messages to actually talk to me and reply and see my message. So I just kept that in mind. Maybe one day she will talk to me, maybe she will see me. I trust in divine guidance. And when I started, what I'm doing now was because I wanted people to have a refuge, to have a safe place, somewhere where it feels like home, somewhere where it feels familiar and safe always. And I had this in mind for a while, but I thought, why would I make a channel when there are so many subliminal makers out there? And I didn't know if it could work out, but I had two options. The options were wait for someone to do it and do what I do now, or I do it. And there were so many limiting beliefs in my mind, thinking I can't do this. And I've been through some things that I was so scared to put myself out there. I was scared of who I used to be. I used to be really not who I am now. And I was afraid. But my love for subliminals grew as I studied more, as I listened more, as I built my faith more, and as I saw results more. And not only on myself, but on others as well. This started out of me having doubts, and it was not a good place to be in. I was really paranoid, I couldn't fully trust anyone, I was really reserved. But out of that negative thing, out of that thing that was not doing me really good, or anyone, these opportunities grew out of that situation, and I became a newborn in the subliminal makers community. So going more forward, I kept that possibility in mind, as I said. And one day we started talking, and we started, I think this year we started being more closer to each other on a personal level. We started to get to know each other on a personal level. And when we started talking last year, she said she loved my work. And then she said she looked up to how I was and how I am, and that it was a huge shock to me. because I looked up to her for years and she said that, and I felt really happy and positive, and I didn't know what to say. So our friendship started there, and how I got here is even more interesting because I had a time in which I wanted to give up. Yeah, and out of that wanting to give up, again, out of a negative thing, came this beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for that. This situation is so huge that I can't talk about it in just this video, because this video is specifically about Miss Energy helping me out and how I got here on her channel. But if you think that it's interesting, I can make one in more depth on my channel about the whole situation. So I wanted to give up, and for some days I felt really down. I remember talking to my best friend and saying, I feel like everything that I do is in vain, and I put so much love. I pour my heart out here and it's in vain. And my best friend was like, no, please don't give up. I was like, I will delete everything. I was feeling really hopeless. So if you feel like that, it's totally normal, it's totally human, and you can get over that. As I grew out of that place, you can grow out of your place. And I prayed for guidance again. I prayed to God, and I remember praying about, if this is not my purpose, if this is not my path, then give me a sign, but a huge sign, not something I can call coincidence. Even though I personally don't believe in coincidences, we as people keep on looking for coincidences. So when we ask for a sign and the sign comes, we say, oh, maybe it's a coincidence. Even if we don't believe in them really, like I did. And I said, but if this is my purpose, and if this is what I should do, then give me a sign. No matter what will happen, I will do it, because I want what I do to be my divine purpose and my path that I should take. And oh my God, the next day, I didn't tell Miss Energy what I was feeling. I didn't tell her anything. And she randomly, like we talked, and she randomly texted me, hey, I was thinking, maybe you could want to share my channel. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, we combed the channel together and we both post on my channel. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't know how to react. At first I thought maybe she will change her mind, but she didn't. And I couldn't process things. I just couldn't, but I knew it was my sign. And it was more than I could have ever. It was more than what I could have ever asked for, honestly, more than what I could have ever prayed for to happen. So she helped me with the platform, and I won't show her the video until I post it. So I want to say, Miss Energy, I know you're watching this. I want to say thank you, a huge thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, for believing I deserve a platform, for being an amazing person and an amazing friend, and I will always be here for you. And I truly hope I can do for you at least half of what you did for me. And for everyone watching this video, thank you for watching it. Thank you for being here. I'm extremely grateful, even though, again, I'm extremely nervous. I hope you have an amazing day. And huge things are coming, beautiful things. I know this year was hard for us, but I believe we learned a lot. And we learned to not take for granted things that before we took for granted. I believe this is a huge lesson for everyone, and I hope that I can restore at least half of your faith, seeing me here, even though I wanted to give up. And you are able, and this is the truth. No matter what you've been through, no matter who you are or where are you from, you are capable and you are able of amazing things. Thank you so much.